Hey Responders, Fit Responders, it's Brian Fast, the Fit Responder, back with you again to go over one of my dearest, most favorite protocols that I use for postural correction. Look around the squad bay next time at your coworkers and look at their postures. You're going to see a couple of different things. You're going to see what we call an upper cross or a lower cross syndrome. An upper cross essentially looks like this. Forward head posture, rounded shoulders, very tight in the front, very long and weak in the back. Or you're going to see what I call the butts and guts. You either have no butt or a big gut. It's where the pelvis is rolled forward. Hip flexors have become very, very tight. Lower abdominal wall has become very weak. The gluteal muscles that are your primary lateral stabilizers for the pelvis are basically electrically silent, and you are at big risk for a back injury. But we can bring into the equation something simple. Dowel rod or a broomstick. You can actually re-educate your posture very simply by taking your dowel rod or broomstick, placing it on your back. In what's called neutral spine, you should have 3 contact points: base of the skull, middle back, and pelvis, or sacrum in this case. To find this position and maintain it doesn't seem very difficult, but those of us with some severe postural distortions are going to tend to have a very forward posture, a very rounded posture. The other key to this is engaging the abs. And we're going to do that by what's called a hip hinge, or a mini squat. So we have the stick on our 3 contact points: base of the skull, mid, back, and sacrum. Toes are straight, feet are shoulder width apart, and all we're going to do is engage the hips slightly by sitting back onto the heels. Now, what I do not want you to do is what most of you are going to do, is let the knees drive you forward, which is actually going to further shut off the glutes which you're trying to engage. Or, big cheat pattern is as you engage the glutes, hips start to go down, but your body comes forward. Find that neutral point and hold it. You think this looks silly? It does. But I challenge you. Probably not at work, because they'll just have another reason to laugh at you. But at home, put this sucker on your back. Find your hip hinge with the knee slightly bent. Try to walk around a little bit. Very, very hard to do. It helps reset your posture. It re-educates some of the weaker spinal stabilization muscles that you have from poor posture and repetitive strain injury and repetitive strain patterns. Hopefully you don't have the injury yet. But another quick, simple tip brought to you by the Fit Responder.